Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies we can expect in the year of 2025 in the United States of America. We're going to look at every month. We're going to have a main theme and a clarifier as well. But as usual, this is a general reading and sorry that I have a little cold. I hope that's not going to be influencing you watching this video. Let's look at the main theme for the year from the oracle cards. It's number one, Yang energy. This is all about action, dynamism, and also harnessing external forces for progress. So this is the year for the United States to act, not just sit around and wait, but do something. So actions, it's going to be a very action-orientated year. I also have these Indigo Goddess cards, and two cards came out: the Fertile, Hatching New Plans, Inception, Creativity, Reborn, Source, Nest Egg, and Flourish. And also we have the Adventure, Worlds of Wonder, Travel for Work, Guide, Long Distance, Rich in Experience. So what this kind of tells us that it's going to be a pretty good year for the United States to create some new plans and new sources, and that's going to be create some long-term plans that will make the country on a stable ground and create long distance experiences. Maybe there's going to be a lot of adventures as well throughout this year, but this is going to be all about new discoveries and new experiences that will focus on long-term goals. But let's see what can we expect in the month of January. The main energy is the beautiful star, and the clarifier is the Six of Cups. So this is a very interesting energy because first and foremost, the star is all about healing, all about hope and recovery, and a major wish fulfillment card. So I think something beautiful is happening in the United States in the month of January, where hope will return. So obviously this might be connected to the past, because you have here the Six of Cups as the clarifier, which usually points back to something that was happening in the past. So this might be that maybe there's something that was happening in the past will come to light, and it will help people to heal and to help people to recover and be more hopeful. But let's not forget that, you know, the star card can be connected to health generally. So on a state level, this can be public health and rebuilding the public health after previous challenges. We all know that, you know, we went through a whole COVID pandemic. So maybe there's going to be something from there that's going to be come to life because it points back to the past, and that's going to give people some more chances to be more optimistic and more positive. So maybe there's some kind of a program restoration or something where they are kind of revisiting some older policies or traditions as well. But it can be also like something nostalgic as well. We all know that, you know, January is going to be the inauguration of the new president as well. So this hope healing might be also connected to that. But all in all, there's going to be some great energies in January. Healing that is related to the past. So I think let's watch out for that, what's going to happen where people can heal from something that was happening in the past. Now the next card is February. The main theme for February is Seven of Swords, and the clarifier is the Hermit. So Seven of Swords, in all of its essence, it's a very interesting card because it can be connected to lying, cheating, stealing, and being spying as well. But it can be also a card that suggests that you need to take a new direction of some sort. Hermit is also about introspection and rethinking things. So what can this mean? So obviously Seven of Swords can be connected to that. Maybe the state might have to grapple with some kind of an underhanded political strategies, some hidden agendas or controversies that will come to life. It can be also connected to spying. Maybe there's going to be some international spying that's going to be happening in February, where the state, the country is going to be have to rethink their approach, and definitely can be connected to election-related controversies or data breaches, or whistleblowers might be exposing some kind of a corruption at the state level. So there's going to be something that's not necessarily the right way of handling things with this Seven of Swords. Again, spying, stealing. Like obviously it can be on a state level corruption that everybody kind of will need to kind of take a step back and reevaluate their position and avoid any kind of hasty decisions with this Hermit energy. So will be interesting to see what's going to come out in February, something that I think we need to kind of pay attention to. March will be the card where the main energy is described by the Three of Pentacles, and the clarifier is the Ten of Wands. So this is also an interesting combination, because the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration, and the Ten of Wands is carrying some burdens. So there's definitely there's a theme around here that collaboration amidst burdens, or also can be connected to that there's going to be a new foundation build of some sort. It can be some infrastructure project where there might be collaboration, but again, with the Ten of Wands, there's something that that talks about an ending or feeling overwhelmed or overworked or overburdened, where they're kind of carrying a lot of load as well. It might be that there's some infrastructure built, or maybe some disaster preparedness as well, or can be resource-related debates. But all in all, there's going to be some kind of a collaboration involved with this Three of Pentacles energy. Now let's see what April's going to bring. April, our main theme is described by the Strength card, which is the card of being strong, being resilient, and self-confidence, and making moves that might surprise people. Definitely a card of bravery. And the clarifier is the Lovers, which can be law of attraction, partnership, balance, and harmony. So what we have here as a main theme is resilience and partnership. So there might be something here related to the alliances of the United States. Maybe there's going to be all about creating new alliances that will showcase the strength of the country. Maybe they're kind of facing some adversity this month. It might be connected to natural disasters or political challenges. But the Lovers indicates some critical partnerships that's going to be in play here, maybe between the states, maybe between the states and the federal entities, or obviously it can be on an international level as well, with the United States and its partners. Obviously, there might be some more collaboration that's kind of needed, because the Strength card is all about resiliency. Maybe some interstate cooperations, because some weather related matters, or also some political alliances that are related to healthcare or climate policy. But all in all, it's going to be all about partnership and resilience. Now, the main energy is described by the Moon, which is the card of uncertainty, a card of secrets, the card of where you need to kind of listen to your instinct and balance your wild side and your domestic side, and keep going down a path that you started, even though it might be uncertain, because it's going to lead to something. The clarifier card here is the World, which is a card of accomplishment, the card of success, but also obviously this is a world event here that might be in play. like something on a global level or an international perspective. So what can this mean? Like what we have here with the moon and the world, there's gonna be some kind of a confusion, deception, or secrets in an international global level that might be impacting the United States or the whole world. This can be maybe international trade agreements that will create some uncertainty. It can be some unclear outcomes from some decisions. Immigration policies might be create some kind of an uncertainty, but also there might be some kind of a world event here in place that will kind of create some uncertainty, and some world secrets might come to light as well, because the world is all about accomplishment as well. So something's gonna be ending, something's gonna be finalized as well with great success. Even like maybe the uncertain time is gonna end. Now June is a very interesting month because the main energy is described by the Emperor, and the clarifier is the Fool. So this is an interesting combination, as I said, because the Emperor on its own obviously is the leader of the country. It can mean the government. It can mean the president itself. As a symbolism, but also a card of structure, the card of success, and being organized as well. Those are kind of the main themes of the Emperor. But also here with the Fool, there's something new, a new beginning, a new chapter, a new direction as well, where you're kind of taking a little bit bolder steps into a new direction, or taking more risks, and embracing innovation and new leadership styles as well. So what this can mean, maybe the government or the president will step into a new direction, take some more risks as well this month, and maybe some even some leadership changes or groundbreaking initiatives can kind of be leading this month. It can be also some structure changes, maybe like some the state or how the states work with each other might be rethought. But if you kind of look at it on a card level basis, the meaning of the card, it can also mean that the president will make something foolish as well. So that can definitely in the cards. But let's see how the year is continuing in July. The main theme is described by the Eight of Wands, and the clarifier is the Ace of Wands. So let's talk about the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about progress, positive evolution, growth. Things are in alignment as well when the Eight of Wands comes in, and things are speeding up. But also, when you look at the Ace of Wands, it's all about a fresh start, something that's led by passion, something that might be a new idea, a new fresh idea that's going to take the country, the industries, or the economy into growth. There's definitely growth here and expansion with the Eight of Wands energy. Now the next month is August. We have here the Fool returning, and the clarifier is the Three of Pentacles. So the Fool is all about making a bold move, taking a new step into a new direction, applying some kind of a new strategy, experimentation, or unconventional approaches to certain challenges that are kind of related to collaboration, because the Three of Pentacles is the card of collaboration, building a new foundation for something. So there's definitely here some areas that requires a collaboration, like education, infrastructure, or international defense as well, where collaboration is very important. And And there's some kind of a new strategy that's going to be applied, the way the United States is collaborating within the states, within the country, or internationally as well. Now let's see what September is bringing to us. The main energy is described by the Magician, and the clarifier is the Eight of Cups. So the Magician is generally all about creating the reality that you want. It is a card of manifestation. The card that also says that you have all the resources that you need in order to achieve the reality that you want. So when you kind of look at it on a state, on a country level, the Magician can be connected to resources, how the state is using their resources. But Eight of Cups is always all about abandoning something, an old system, an old policy that no longer serves their need, or an old vision as well that's going to be abandoned here, because the Magician is kind of envisioning the future, and there's something here that's going to be abandoned. So maybe there's going to be some policy, some environmental or tech or economical policy that's going to be rethought here, or also the influence, or what kind of an influence the country is making. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of the year for the United States. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And only a very few % of people end up subscribing, so I hope you're gonna be one of them, and I'm always very excited to see your comments. What do you think will happen these months? What do you think are behind some of these meanings that I'm describing you? But let's continue with October. The main card we have here is the Ten of Swords, which is an ending. An end of a cycle, an end of an era. It can be a death of somebody as well, something that is a painful ending, right? So maybe they're gonna abandon something that was kind of happening. It can be some setbacks as well, where maybe the United States is going to be feeling betrayed by somebody. It can be a person, it can be another country. The clarifier is the Queen of Wands. So this can be a person, obviously, or in this case, the Queen of Wands is all about creativity, resilience, leadership, and I'm kind of getting more of a female energy. So it might be that there's some kind of an assassination attempt against the leader, or a female leader in the country in October. But also there might be some dynamic leadership responses here, some kind of a crisis, because the Ten of Swords is when things are down. So maybe some kind of a crisis here that will require a very creative approach and a very dynamic approach as well. But let's see what November is bringing. November, the main energy is described by the Devil. The Devil, which is the shadow of aspects of everything, so can be connected to control, can be connected to challenges, or not seeing clearly how to get out of a situation as well. But also can be like corruption, over-regulation, or some kind of an unsustainable practices here that are coming out, like legal battles, or corporate and political corruption that requires some kind of a reform. Because you have here the clarifier is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the card of new beginnings, new chapter. It can be a new idea, victory, legal documents as well. So there might be here something that's going to be exposed, because the Devil is very material, so corruptions can be exposed this month on a government, or as I said, even on a corporate level. It might be some kind of a victory as well, some negative energies here with the Devil. So because the Devil is always something very materialistic, something that's out of balance, and it's going to be discovered and it's going to be brought to light with the Ace of Swords energy. Now the last month of the year, the main energy is the Lovers, which is the card of partnership, the card of harmony, and the card of balance as well. And we have two clarifiers. One of them is the Ten of Pentacles and also the Sun. These are beautiful, beautiful cards. The Ten of Pentacles is lasting legacy projects, something related to long-term stability, long-term prosperity as well, where you have kind of like a generational wealth, generational, multi-generational prosperity that might be starting to start in December. And the Sun is all about optimism, success, and positive developments. So what's really important here with the Lovers, it can be that maybe the economy is going to be more in harmony, balanced, and things are going to be very positive at the end of the year for the whole country from a financial perspective and pretty much from every perspective with the Lovers and the Sun energy. But also, like, with the Lovers, it can be connected to partnership, alliances as well. So something that's going to be very much celebrated on the alliance level for the country. So this can be a victory as well. Maybe in one of the war ends. But what's really great here that the year is going to be finished with some enlightenment, and there's going to be a lot of positivity and joy as well. So it's going to be a pretty interesting year. Let me know in the comment what you think about this reading. What are your hopes? What are your wishes? And don't forget to just put it in where you are tuning in. So I hope that this reading helped you. And don't forget to check in the readings for your sign as well.